There are more than 400,000 NCAA student athletes. NCAA on campus is their story.
Hi everyone, I'm Kat Anderson and you're watching NCAA on Campus, a look at the amazing student athletes of the NCAA. Where do you go to find an All-America athlete who practices 20 hours a week, volunteers with several campus organizations, and excels in the classroom? Well, we went to Olivet College in Michigan. Our host today is Olivet swimmer Mike Harden.
Thanks, Kat, and welcome to the home of the Comets. Olivet is located in the south central part of Michigan, or as we Michiganders like to say, right about here, or maybe more like here. Olivet College was founded in 1844 by Reverend John Shippard, who 11 years earlier started Oberlin College in Ohio. We have about 1,100 students here and compete in the NCAA Division III. And here's some trivia that might one day help you win on Jeopardy! Olivet College is a founding member of the nation's oldest athletic conference, the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. The MIAA was formed in 1888, 8 years before the Big Ten. Now, a lot of great student athletes have been here at Olivet and in the conference during the past 122 years. But nobody has ever done better than my teammate, swimmer Kellen Beckwith. I mean, how do you do better than a perfect 4.0 GPA?
I have never gotten less than an A. I've worked my tail off in every single class, whether it's art, any of my math classes, and even just English classes too. I love math. It's always come naturally to me. Numbers and just, that's the way my mind has worked forever now. Taken a lot of algebra class, an abstract algebra class. I've taken discrete mathematics, taken 4 different calc classes, linear algebra, just some crazy classes that I don't know if I'll ever use again, but...
He really exemplifies the Division III model of a student athlete. He's not only committed to excellence in his class work, but also in his athletics, and he's involved in a lot of co-curricular activities. He's president of our math club this year. He's also president of a student organization that's a fellowship for athletes, and he's been on our math competition team for the past 3 years.
Kellen's Perfect 4.0 earned him honors as an academic All-America, and he also received the NCAA Elite 88 Award, presented at national championships to the competitor with the highest GPA.
The Elite 88 was an interesting experience. I was shocked. We were sitting in the back room of the dinner before nationals my junior year. Couldn't really see the presenter, and all of a sudden I hear Kellen Beckwith. And I go up there and I kind of didn't know what it was at first. But it was an honor to be able to receive that award and be able to bring it back here to Olivet and share it with everybody here. Being an academic All-American just means a lot because it's the epitome of student athlete. It's why I'm here. I'm here to be a student first and then an athlete, and I've been able to achieve greatness in both of them here at Olivet.
Kellen came to Olivet with just 3 years of competitive swimming experience.
He was a little bit raw when he got here, but we were able to identify right away that one of his primary strengths was actually underneath the water. His underwater dolphin kicks were well above average when he arrived, and we made a decision to focus on those quite a bit early on and really call to his greatest strength as an athlete. He's able to swim, up to 60% of his races underwater, and while he doesn't quite use all 60, yards of his 100-yard race underwater, he comes pretty close.
I come in and I swim in the afternoons, and we work out 3 mornings a week. Come in at 5:30, and we're either lifting weights or swimming. And every now and then I'll get an extra lift in or come in if I'm feeling not so good in the pool. I'll come in on a Sunday and I'll stretch out on my own. Getting up at 5:30 has always been a struggle, but I mean, when you're working out 4 hours a day, it's easy to go to bed earlier. You just end up falling asleep at around 9, and then 5:30 just rolls around and the alarm goes off and you're up.
Those early morning practices have helped Kellen win 3 conference championships, set school records in both the 100 and 200 backstroke, and to become the first 2-time All-America swimmer in Olivet history.
My freshman year, I was just hoping to come into the program and make a difference, possibly get a school record, but never really thought about dropping the complete 3 seconds and just blowing up and end up making nationals, and then not just even making nationals, but placing in the top 16 and finishing 11th was really an amazing thing, I feel. My sophomore year I came in and I was hoping to make it back to nationals again, but then I wanted to do a little bit more, and I wanted to make it this time in the top 8 and lose that little honorable mention title and just get normal All-American. Junior year I had the same expectations. I wanted to come back in and I wanted to make it to nationals again. I got lucky. I made it in by the skin of my teeth. I had some injury issues and was able to make it back in, and was blessed enough to make it back in the top 8, and I actually finished 7th, so that was a real cool experience. With my senior year now, I swam over the summer, so I was able to start at a higher level than ever before, starting the season fully in shape and being able to condition at higher levels and now actually compete at a higher level. I'm excited to see what I can do this year. Hopefully go for bigger and better things and maybe even contend for a national title in the 100 backstroke.
Another goal this year is to take his relay teams to the NCAA championships.
I absolutely love relays. Something about them. It brings a whole nother atmosphere. It's an individual sport, but at the same time it's a team sport, and I love competing with my teammates. I would really love to see one of our relays this year be able to make it to nationals. I think I put that as a goal this year, even in front of some of my goals. It's something that I've wanted as a team to be able to do, to make it as a group, because it's a lot different experience than just going by yourself. I'd love to have my other teammates be able to experience that this year.
Kellen, I know you won't need any luck in the classroom, but good luck in the pool this year. And thanks to NCAA on campus for visiting Olivet College.
Thank you, Mike and Kellen. Hope to see both you guys at the NCAA D3 Championships in March at the University of Tennessee. Before we end this week's show, how about a look back at a former student athlete? It's an NCAA Retro.
This past October, at a dinner in Indianapolis, the NCAA Woman of the Year Award was presented to Justine Schlutz, a swimmer who helped her University of Arizona team win the 2008 National Championship. Justine capped off her outstanding college career by being named a Rhodes Scholar.
I'm Justine Schlutz. I went to the University of Arizona and I'm a swimmer. Just about everything I do, if I do it, I'm pretty passionate about it. It's hard for me to be half-hearted with anything. I like to go all the way. My team has won one team NCAA championship, and I've been on 5 relays that have won NCAA championships.
Absolute domination for the Arizona Wildcats on the relays.
So our focus from the first day we got to school was winning that national championship, and we weren't going to have it any other way.
You know, you work so long for something and you just have dreams, and now our dream has been fulfilled.
My undergraduate major was mechanical engineering with an emphasis on fluid dynamics. The cool thing about hydrodynamics is that it ties in and directly relates to my swimming. My biggest academic accomplishment was definitely being named a Rhodes Scholar. Some of the people that have been Rhodes Scholars in the past are making huge impacts on the world, and it's incredible to think that I'm among them. The most difficult thing I faced while I was in college was learning that I needed shoulder surgery, and it helped me realize that swimming was just a part of a bigger, more well-balanced life. And that's when I began getting involved in leadership and community service. It helps you realize how lucky I am to be given the opportunities I've been given. In the coming weeks, I'll be heading off to Oxford to pursue a doctorate in engineering science. My research will be focused on tidal energy. What I hope to do with that is end up in academics, be a professor, and continue research in that and be an advocate for that field. Advice that I would give to somebody else who's trying to achieve a dream is to not listen to what anybody else says. Just trust in yourself and do the things right along the way. It'll come soon enough. Being named NCAA Woman of the Year is one of the highest honors that an athlete can achieve. I thought nothing would ever come close to being named a Rhodes Scholar, and this is right next to it. The athletics and academics definitely complemented each other. It sounds foolish to say it almost. Some people would say it doesn't make any sense, but I honestly don't think that I would have done as well at academics if I didn't have swimming as part of my life. Just the structure it gave me and the things it taught me were invaluable, and I think a lot of athletes will tell you that.
That's all for this week's NCAA on Campus. Thanks for watching. Check us out every week, and remember to make the most of your time on campus.